Hello my lovelies, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all okay. Hope everyone is well. It is a rainy old day here again today. After such a beautiful weekend, the rain's coming and it's not like heavy rain, it's like that horrible wet drizzle. I got drenched. I thought, oh, I didn't need a coat. Came back home from the shop, got drenched, but never mind. Hopefully you're all okay. Hopefully someone else has got some sunshine, even if we haven't. What have we been up to? Had a really busy weekend. We had people around for dinner on Saturday night, which was really nice. I tried to have a life this weekend for a change. I actually socialised a little bit instead of work all the time, which was lovely. We had people around for dinner, and then on Sunday we did a scavenger hunt round Dinnis with the little ones, and that was really good fun. It was really lovely. So yeah, all good, all nice, and now we're just desperately trying to get ready for Sowen Street on Monday, which is a little crazy this week, really is. I did the online class last night with Adam. We did the clamshell class last night. It was really lovely couple of hours. There are spaces on the next one coming up in July, and we will be putting some more in later on in the year as well. So we probably won't do August because we've got Festival Quilts and I'm on holiday for a week. But September, October, we're definitely going to do the Kaleidoscope Quilt one as one of the onlines. And then we're going to do something else as well, but haven't decided what yet. So let's say hello to some people. Hi Leslie, hi Liz, hi Kate, hi Patty. Hello my lovelies. Hopefully you're all well. We're going to do a really quick little block today. This one's called Landlocked. It's got a lot of names, a lot of different names, this one. The one I found was called Landlocked, and it uses partial seams, but it's super quick, and it's brilliant for jelly rolls. If you've got a jelly roll there you don't know what to do with, or maybe you've fallen out of love with and you just want to make something quick, this is a brilliant one for jelly rolls. So hi Anne. Anne's in the shop. She's helping us prep because we have got so much to get done before next Monday. I don't know where this month's gone. It's just run away with us. Morning Knickers, how are you? All afternoon now. How are you, my darling? You're forever going to be Knickers in my head as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully you're all well too. So we're going to go to the overhead and we're going to crack on with this little block. So what you will need is 4 different, now if you can cut this out of scraps, that's absolutely fine, or just cut this out of, boltage. You're going to need 4 different fabrics plus a background fabric, okay? So out of the 4 different fabrics, you're going to cut 4 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles out of each one, okay? Which is why this is brilliant for a jelly roll, because you can lie your jelly rolls up and just cut 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 as you go. Okay, so you need 4 different fabrics, 2.5 by 4.5, and you need 4 in each. So 4 in fabric 1, 4 in fabric 2, 4 in fabric 3, and 4 in fabric 4. Okay, you will also then, from another fabric, I'm going to call it my background fabric, you're going to need 4 2.5 inch squares. But again, you could do all that out of a jelly roll. Okay, so this could be a total jelly roll quilt if you wanted to. So you're going to make 4 quarters. So the first quarter, you're going to have these in the centre, and I'm going to use, now I used that and that last time, so I'm going to swap it, and I'm going to have that one and that one. No, because that doesn't make much of a change. Oh no, I'm going to leave them the same. Leave them the same as the ones I do. So you're going to use 2, I've got 2 2.5 by 4s in one fabric and 2 2.5 by 4s in another with one of your background squares, and then 2 and 2, okay? And you're going to make 2 the same, 2 the same. So you've got 4 quarters. So we're going to do all of this. So what you're going to do is we're going to lie this out so that you alternate round that centre square like that, okay? And we're going to do exactly the same on this one, and I'm actually going to chain piece them because this is a really good one that you could chain piece if you wanted to. So we're going to have that one like that, like that, like that, and like that. So you've got opposites each time on each of your different blocks, okay? So because it's a partial, we're going to start with this one, okay? So we're going to start with the centre, which 2.5 inch square, and then take one of them. We're going to put that right sides together, and what we're going to do is we're going to start stitching here at the edge, but we're only going to stitch halfway. Okay, so we're just going to stitch to halfway. We're going to leave this little bit here. I just come to the close-up. Hi Jean, hi Ali, hi Sue, hi Marion. Hello my lovelies. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stitch from the edge to about halfway, leave this little bit undone, all right, because it's a partial block. So we're going to do that on both of the centres to start with, because like I said, this is a really quick quilt. You could do this so quickly, and it would, you know, be just with a jelly roll, you'd have a quilt done in an afternoon, honestly. So again, start from there to the centre, and we're going to leave this bit unsewn. So we're going to do those two first. So over to the sewing machine. Hi Heather, how are you, love? And we're going to start 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I'm just going to put my finger roughly about halfway so I know not to sew all the way down. And I'm just going to go to about there, and then I'm going to cut my thread. Hi Claire, hi Leslie, hi Eileen, hello, oh, all the way from West Virginia, wowzers. Thank you for joining us, lovely. Okay, so you can see I've left that little bit unsewn, and I'm going to do the same on this block as well. So there we go. We're just going to stitch down all the way down to there and cut that off as well. And again, I've left that little bit there unsewn. So back over to the overhead, move those out of the way, and then we're going to press these. Okay. Oh, my phone is going off something terrible, and I don't know why. Please ignore the pinging in the background. So just set the seam, the stitches, and then we're going to roll it back like that. Okay, and you can see that this bit here is just a partial seam. People get a bit worried about partial seams, but honestly, they're not difficult. Okay, we're going to leave that bit unsewn, and then we're going to do the same on this one as well. I would do this for all of my blocks. If I was doing a quilt, I would do all of like stage 1 and then all of stage 2. It's super fast, this one, okay? And you know, if you like a bit of chain piecing, even better. Now we've got a complete sewn edge here because it's sewn up there. So we're going to ignore this bit and we're going to add these ones in. So I'm going to put the pink one on there like that, and I'm going to put a navy one there like that. So we're going to add those on. Sorry, a bit late. You've given your grandson lunch. Oh, don't worry about it, lovely. Grandsons need to eat. If he's anything like my two, that he'll be eating you out of house and home. So now you're just going to stitch all the way down, 1/4 inch, all the way down. And obviously I'm only chain piecing 2 at a time, but if you were doing a whole quilt with these, it would be, you know, so easy just to do all of this all in one go. So down that side. Have you all been up to anything interesting? Anybody got any news to tell me? Anybody been, what have you been making recently? Anybody going on holiday? What have you been up to? There we go. So I'm ironing it out towards the rectangle, and the same on that one. Like that. So set my stitches and then iron that out. Okay, so now again we can go down this side and it'll be number 1 again. So I'm going to add that one on there like that, and that, oh, not that one, that's the navy one, and then that one on there like that. He's a starver. He's starving, is he, all the time? I'm starving. I get from Jonah when he basically wants a biscuit, Granny, I am hungry. And he's not hungry for food, he's hungry for biscuits. Okay, so again, it's just a full seam, so all the way down. You can chain piece all of these ones. What's that, Jean? You're still working on your clamshells from last night? Ah, oh, fab. I hope you enjoyed the class, lovely. It was a nice evening, wasn't it? Remember, you lovely ladies who are in America, if you ever feel like joining us for an actual class, because they're online classes, the ones we do on a Monday, like monthly, you could join us from America if you fancied it. You're feeling sad, Karen. Your daughter and grandchildren have all gone home from Australia. Oh, Karen. Oh, bless you. That must be sad to see them all go. Well, we're sending you a big crafty hug, love. Marianne, you've been making double windmill blocks, and this afternoon you're going to sew them together using stash. Lovely. Sandra, back from Holes, time to replenish the fridge. I hope you had a lovely holiday, Sandra. Where did you go? I mean, you did tell us, but I can't remember now. My brain's gone. And Claire, you've been making hanging gardener's quilt with Cardiff Quilters. Oh, I know that one, yeah. And finishing a UFO. Amazing. Oh, Jean, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Lovely. Yeah, it was a lovely evening, wasn't it? Right, so what we're going to be doing now is adding on this one. And this is why we do the partial one. If I'd have sewn that totally and then tried to stitch this one in, you'd have all this horrible little mess here. You couldn't do it. Okay, so we're going to pin this one out of the way. So I'm just going to pin that one back out of the way on both blocks. So again on this one as well, pin that one back like that. And that means that you can then get that one in like that and that one in like that, and you've got a clear edge. Okay. Carol, you're on holiday near Great Yarmouth. You've been doing some cross stitch. You need to get your machine sewing mojo back as you haven't done any ages. You just keep collecting new fabrics. Well, collecting fabric and sewing, two different hobbies, love, as we all know. So Sandra, you tour around Spain. Very interesting, but so hot. Yeah, I imagine it was. Nikki's just come back from Spain and she was saying how hot it was out there. There we go. I hopefully had a good time though. So we're going to stitch those two down now. Okay, so just down there, straight line all the way along. Back over here. You can also watch the video of the class later. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As Jean was saying, the online classes we've started doing with Adam through Creative Hideaway. You can watch them. You can re-watch them for up to 30 days afterwards, and if you still want to watch it after the fact, after the 30 days, Adam can actually send you a link so that you can download it and keep it. It's just a massive file because obviously it's like 2.5 hours of live streaming. So he's gonna he can send them through if you want to. But if anybody wants to come on the next one, there are still spaces. You just need to go over to Creative Hideaway. If you Google Creative Hideaway, you'll see the next one there, but I am going to be doing some others later in the year as well. Okay, so there's that one there and that one there, like that. Okay, so you've got actually technically got 4 pieces attached, but we just now need to do the bit that we didn't sew in the first round. Okay, and this is why we left that open. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn that round and then we're going to flip that like that. So that's where I finished sewing on the first one. So I'm going to put a pin in there so I can see it easily, and then we're just going to finish that seam right the way across there. So pop another pin in. It's one of the partial seams, one of the few times I do use pins, and we're going to do that bit there. Patty, you found a UFO utilising curved log cabin blocks and ombre confetti. Oh, I love the ombre confetti fabrics. They're so pretty. And curved log cabin is such a pretty block. Oh, I might do that as a block of the week actually, a curved log cabin in the next couple of weeks. It's a really pretty block, that one. Heather, you've just finished a quilt top which you'll bring to us for quilting. Oh, lovely. No problem, hun. No problem at all. And then I'm just going to, on the same as this one, start stitching there, come all the way down. And that's, what's that, 14 minutes, and that's with me chattering away as well. And those blocks are done. So down that one, and then thread. But you can, you know, hopefully you can imagine if you were doing this with a jelly roll, or pre-cut strips of some sort, you could make so many of these blocks so quickly. If you've got a quick present you need to make, easy peasy. And they'd be great for Quilt As You Go as well, because you could sash them. So I'm just going to then gently press that one out. There we go. And that's that little quarter finished like that. And then again on this one, just gently press that out like that, and you're going to repeat that. So you're going to make 2 in one colour and 2 in another colour, and then we're going to put these together. So we're basically going to put them opposite. So we're going to put that one to there like that, and that one to there like that, and that makes your 12.5 inch block. Okay, so you can do that like that. So we're going to stitch that one to that one. Now you can decide which way round you want them. Do I want them that way? I think I want them like that. Oh, it's a lot of blue actually. No, I think I like the pink in the centre. I think I like the pink against that navy, like that. Okay, so I'm going to stitch that one to that one and that one to that one, and then put the 4 patch together. Is the sound quiet or is it on your phone? Is it quiet for everybody, guys? It says that I've got full sound here, but it might be it's a bit quiet. Let me know if it is, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to put that one in like that. There's no nesting of seams or anything, which is nice as well. So again, nice and easy to put together. I'll put this one on. Eileen, you've just downloaded some clamshell sizes to print and cut forms inspired by your class pick. Oh, but you were too late to do it. Oh, there's a shame, lovely. There's a shame. I will put the pattern on the website at some point to in the next month or so you can buy the pattern directly if you want to. What we're going to do now is I'm going to stitch down that one, and then we'll open it out and we'll put it together. The cake pop looks adorable. Ah, thank you. So yeah, it's pieced curving. So it's easy curves. So it'll be like Drunkard's Path, which is the cheats method that I do. But we're going to piece some pieces first before we do that. So it's like the next step up from cheats curves. There we go. All right there. Sounds okay for you guys? Just a little quiet, just turned it up. We're very, very quiet. Oh, okay. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just check that. I'm nearly done now, mind. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just check. Oh yeah, it's on really loud. I can turn it up a little bit if that helps, but if I go too high, then you get loads of feedback. I haven't changed it. Is that any better? Don't know why that's doing it. The mic's just there. I'm shouting at it. Oh, how strange. Yeah, don't know why it's doing that, lovelies. Oh, it's tech, innit? You know what tech's like. Right. Okay, so put those together and then I'm just going to iron them one way. So if I iron it towards that one, give that a good press, and then do the same on this one, iron it towards the pinky colour one, give that a good press, like that. Here we go, and then we can turn those and put these right sides together, nest that very centre seam. That's about the only nesting you need to do. There we go, nearly there. Just line that all up nicely. I'm just going to put those seams flat with a pin like that, and then we're going to stitch that together, and then we're all done. That's better. It's been quiet for a couple of weeks. That's better, thank you. Cool. I've turned the mic up as high as I can do it without getting feedback, so hopefully that will help. Here we go, and then last little seam. Here we go. I'm thinking, why is my machine going so slowly? It's because I was, there we go, that's better. I was doing free motion embroidery last night, so I turned it down. So here's a tip from Patty. Let me just come over here a second. Stick a small piece of press and seal to a curved log cabin ruler and mark on with a Sharpie pen to indicate the corner you need for the background cutting alignment. Oh, okay, cool. I will have a little look at that. I've got one of the curved log cabin rulers. We did a whole quilt thing with curves, and I really like the log cabin one. That's a really good tip. Thank you, lovely. I will keep. Oh, I was going to do the little. Let's just do the little 4 patch trick so it all stays nice and flat in the centre. So take out those 2 little stitches there, like that, and those 2 little stitches are there, like that. There we go. And then it should go one way, one the other way. You get that little 4 patch in the centre, which reduces your bulk and makes everything lie nice and flat. There we go. Perfect. And that's your Landlocked. And I think it's called that because of this, isn't it? This is locked in there. It looks like it's, you can't actually get to that little bit. So, yeah, the Landlocked block. All nice and done. It's got lots of names. I've got a feeling we might have done a version of this before, to be honest. But, yeah, we do a lot of blocks with you guys. Sometimes there's going to be some that are similar. So there we go. That's all finished. And, I mean, that's... what, so 9, 18, so that would have been 4 half of jelly. If you're using a jelly roll, half a jelly roll times 4, half a jelly roll strip times 4 would make 4 blocks. So from 4 full jelly roll strips you would make 2 blocks. So, oh, what's that? So you'd get 20 blocks that size out of a jelly roll, which easily, plus a little bit actually. So yeah, it just does a really, really pretty. I like the fact it all looks like it's kind of interlinked and everything. Nice little block to do. Super quick, super easy. So yeah, see, 20 minutes. That was me yabbiting as well. So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge for you. If you've got a jelly roll there, get it out, have a go with that block and see how many you can get out of a jelly roll. See how quickly you can put a quilt top together. I'd like to see some pictures by the end of the week on Gigglers. You don't have to really. It's not an official challenge, but you know, it'd be quite fun to see how quickly you could get one done. It's a bit different to doing a jelly roll race as well, because jelly roll races are quick, but I think that's really nice, that one, and such a quick one. I will be back tomorrow with a star topper, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So it'll be an evening one, slightly bigger project, and then Sarah is back on Thursday at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to Penarth Quilters on Saturday. We're teaching a class there and doing a pop-up shop there. And then I'm off up to Redditch then Sunday evening, ready for Monday for Sewing Street. Don't know where the week's gone. It's just crazy. So anyway, we'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow at 7, guys. Have a good day. Bye.